G'day everyone and welcome to Game 14. Well, I've changed back to the T6 medium again, and I've been waiting to get into this scenario again, as there's a little trick I want to try out in it to see if it will actually work. So now we're just waiting for the game to start, and we're off. Now we start heading down this way. Basically, as far as I know, everybody else races around that way. I was going to go this way, then I thought, no, I'll go through with what I was planning to do, and that's to go over this way. I was thinking if I was going to go, I had changed my mind to go the other way, but thought, no, I'll stick with what I was planning to do to see if it'll actually work out. Now, just up here there's a little spot I'm looking for, just along here, because again, with all that water, if you find the wrong spot you will end up drowning your tank. You can see on the other side of that ridge there's a lot of enemy tanks, and as far as I know that should be the spot I'm looking for. And head down, and yes, I was right, there's the shallow spot. So I head up here, around here, hoping that nobody on the left side of me spots me going up this way. I'm also hoping that none of the red tanks have come up this way to try and come around behind the green guys down below. But apparently they're all so busy fighting down there that none of them have had a chance to even think, I think, of coming up this way. So now I'm just getting myself into position. There's two tanks. Somebody saw me, and it was that fellow. So with one shot I was able to get him. Surprisingly, the 105 on this is coming out quite accurate with the long range shots whilst doing this. I was taking too long to get a bead on him. So I finally do get a shot at him. Now just gotta wait for it to reload and wait for that tank to come back. Once it does, yes, I was able to dish him out some damage. Now at the moment they're probably thinking all the fire is coming from the front of them, and that, so they have no idea that I'm actually up here, because nobody's firing up this way other than that first fella who I did damage to. I'm pretty sure he was the one that fired at me, and he was withdrawing because I was up here. And yes, another hit. So he must be pretty well armoured, this tank, to be able to take 3 hits before he's knocked out. And there we go, I was able to take him out. Now I'm not seeing any more red at the moment. Just having a look around, waiting to see if any red tanks will come out. They don't. I must have actually knocked out that Lutz when I fired at it before. Either that or one of my fellow teammates finished it off. It hasn't shown up again. And I'll go around here to see if I can get a shot at anybody on the other side of the game. And get up here, have a look around, and I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing any of the red tanks. So I back up, then maneuver out the way because I don't want to knock over a tree. Turn around, and one of the red tanks has actually come back again. So I come back up and get myself back into position again. and get him right, and then zoom down. He's behind the rock. He comes out, and got him. So he's been crippled, and the other fellas are able to finish him off. Because by the time I finish reloading, he's actually taken out. And there, now she's finished reloading. Right, so have a look around, see if anything else is coming out. Nothing's there. So a couple of red tanks according to the map down that way. So I'll move over to this position and move around, and hopefully try and get to a position where I can see the red tanks. I'm waiting for this red tank to come forward, but he doesn't, he just backs up. My teammates have got him on the run basically, so I'll be pushing this for a few minutes. Decide, see if I can come down a bit. And looks like there's more red tanks about to come this way. So what I decide to do is looking around. I want to get a clear shot down towards them. I don't want to have to expose myself too much by coming down that hill. So I back up. This point here, and turn around and start heading down this way to see if I can get to them from this angle and down here with the other fellas. And I've noticed this ledge here, so I raced up onto it because it's nice and level just here. I can get here and have a look, and yes, it's a good spot, but there's no red tanks available. So after zooming in, it doesn't look like anybody's going to poke their nose around there. Stay there for a little bit to see what happens. See if anything does show up. Red tank's been spotted, but he's around the corner. I've got to back up and go down, but then decide to wait, come back and see if the red tank comes back. It doesn't. So quick look around. I decide to back down and head off to my right there. Now I get over this way, and you'll notice there's a bit of a gully here. So I'll drop down into the gully, so I'm out of sight. The red tanks can't see me. I come around, there's a couple of red tanks here. I come up. Basically get a shot, do some damage. Yeah, just gotta wait. This guy, he hasn't seen me, just keeps going straight ahead, but he's almost dead, so I'm pretty sure my other teammates will be able to take care of him. He's disappeared from the map, so I think they pretty well believe that they took him out. Now come around and follow along the trench here, or the gully basically. See if I can find anyone. Not seeing anyone just yet, but I'm taking shots from someone. There's somebody directly over there, so just to be on the safe side I'm pulling back a bit. And yes, there he is. Can't see him too well, but I know he's there, so I take a shot, and yes, he's on the other side of that bush, and I am hitting him, causing some damage to him, and just waiting for the reload again. And whilst I'm here, luckily, he's busy with one of my other players. Take another shot and do some major damage to him. Now I've got to wait for a reload again. He come us forward a bit. And he's actually seen me, he's taken a shot at me. I'm fully loaded. Take a shot at him, but I miss him. He's actually moved, so I'll back up out of the way, waiting for a reload. He's gone behind the rock. So take this as a chance to go forward and see if I can get a clearer shot at him than that. And there's nobody there. And right now we're down to 2 green players, which I didn't realise at this point. And trying to come around to get to where I can get at this guy. I knocked over a tree by accident. And back in the gully. I should have stayed in the gully until right at the end here. That red tank's just been dealt with by the other green player, and I get to here, and all of a sudden there's a red player back at our base. So I stop what I'm doing here and I head back to try and protect our base. Unfortunately, I doubt that I've got enough speed to get there in time. You look at the map, the other green player has gone around the corner. He's heading up slowly up towards the enemy base, and I'm trying as fast as I can to get back to our base. But by the looks of things, there's no way I can do this. There's no way I'm going to get there in time. In the meantime, the other green player has actually gotten into a position where he could have a shot at the red player that's on our base, which slowed down the base capture. And I'm hoping now that I've got enough time to get there, but as I'm racing around here, it's becoming painfully obvious to me that I am not going to get there in time. And yeah, time's almost out. They've won the game basically, and out of frustration I'll fire a shot up that way. But yeah, they've won the game, and that's a defeat for us. And I'll see you at the next game.